Yo, baseball fam, hold on to your seats because the show Insider has officially detonated into a full-scale nuclear apocalypse. Two earth-shattering reports from Jim Bowden at The Athletic dropped this morning, and if you dared to think the offseason was over, buried, and forgotten, you were catastrophically wrong. We're talking Dodgers potentially hijacking the single best pitcher on the entire planet, Yankees shockingly dangling a guy who just punched his ticket to the exclusive 30-30 club, and Tigers caught in a generational dilemma over their untouchable ace. This isn't just gossip. This is front office anarchy, fan riots in the streets, and a league-wide conspiracy that's got GMs hiding in bunkers. Are we witnessing the ultimate power grab to tilt baseball's scales forever? Is this the moment the rich teams swallow the game whole? Let's tear this apart because the drama's about to explode like a World Series Grand Slam. Stay with me folks, this is gonna be epic. Alright, let's break this absolute madness down step by freaking step, because what unfolded today is nothing short of seismic. It's the kind of bombshell that rewrites history books before the ink's even dry. Jim Bowden, the ultimate insider with sources deeper than the Grand Canyon, just unleashed a report that's got every general manager in MLB scrambling like they're dodging bullets in a war zone. Picture this. The Detroit Tigers, once the laughingstock of baseball, are suddenly fielding offers for their two-time Cy Young winner, Tarik Skubal. Skubal, the guy who's been the unbreakable spine of their revival. And get this. These offers are being called ridiculous and absurd by Bowden himself. Ridiculous, absurd. But why? Because Skubal's been untouchable for 2 solid years, a fortress no one dared approach. Yet here's the gut punch. He's a free agent after 2026, and the Tigers are living in mortal fear of reliving the Angels' Ohtani nightmare, clinging to their star, winning squat, and watching him vanish into the sunset for zero compensation. Meanwhile, across the country in the Bronx, the New York Yankees are dropping jaws by being open-minded about trading Jazz Chisholm Jr., Chisholm, the 30-30 sensation who just smashed 31 homers and swiped 31 bases, earning Silver Slugger honors and All-Star glory. People are furious. Fans are erupting on social media outlets are screaming betrayal, and executives are whispering in dark corners about a supposed Dodgers-Tigers trade that's supposedly already locked in. But is it legit? Or is this all smoke and mirrors, part of a grander scheme to manipulate the game's very fabric? Let's dissect why the public's going ballistic, because this transcends trades. This is about greed, desperation, and a conspiracy to rig championships. Here's the crazy part. Bowden didn't just report, he investigated, reaching out to the big dogs themselves. Tigers press Scott Harris flat out denied any Dodgers deal, Friedman echoed the same, and even Skubal's agent Scott Boras said no one's even called. Yet the rumors persist like a bad hangover. Why? Because in today's baseball, misinformation spreads faster than a viral TikTok, turning speculation into fact on Reddit and Twitter. Bowden's direct hits from the winter meetings expose the truth, but the outrage? It's real and it's building. Fans aren't just mad, they're demanding answers. What if this is just the tip of the iceberg, a distraction while bigger moves brew? Stay tuned because the tension's cranking up. To really grasp the insanity, we gotta zoom in on the players and teams at the heart of this storm, because these aren't just names, they're legends in the making and the stakes couldn't be higher. Let's start with Tarik Skubal aka Skubal. This dude isn't your average hurler. He's a 2-time Cy Young assassin, a machine with a fastball that clocks in the mid-90s and a slider that bends reality. Born in Georgia, drafted by the Tigers in 2018, he's evolved into the cornerstone of Detroit's rebirth under manager A.J. Hinch. Last season, he led the Tigers to within a whisker of the World Series, posting an ERA under 3.00, over 200 strikeouts, and a whip that had hitters swinging at air. The Tigers, once a punchline, are now contenders, thanks to Skubal's dominance. Owner Chris Ilitch? He's all in, pouring resources into a roster that's competitive but aging. Now, flip the script to Jazz Chisholm Jr., Chisholm, the Miami Marlins cast-off who exploded in the Bronx. This 26-year-old speed demon from the Bahamas turned the Yankees lineup electric in 2025. 31 homers, 31 steals, a .275 average, and a 4.2 WAR that screamed MVP caliber. Versatile as hell. Second base, third base, even center field in a pinch, he's the swagger the Yankees needed, a fan favorite who brought energy and flair. Brian Cashman, the Yankees GM, loves him, but the team's too stacked with lefties, craving right-handed power like Cody Bellinger or Kyle Tucker. And lurking in the shadows? The Los Angeles Dodgers, the perennial big spenders, fresh off inking Yoshinobu Yamamoto for a whopping $325 million 12-year deal. They're always hunting aces and Skubal fits their blueprint perfectly. These teams aren't just squads, they're empires. The Tigers represent the underdog fight, the Yankees the dynasty in flux, the Dodgers the moneyed machine. Why are they entangled? Because Skubal and Chisholm are the pinnacle of talent. Guys who could decide World Series fates. Rhetorical question. If the Dodgers snag Skubal, do they become unstoppable? If the Yankees ship Chisholm, do they implode? The background scream high drama and the conspiracy? It's brewing. Now buckle up, because here's where we crank the conspiracy dial to 11. This whole saga reeks of strategic manipulation, shadowy deals, and a league-wide plot to create unbeatable super teams. Bowden's report isn't just reporting. It's a window into the dark arts of baseball politics. The Tigers denying a Dodgers trade while quietly fielding offers? That's not a coincidence. That's Scott Boras, the agent mastermind, pulling strings like a puppet king. Boras, who reps Skubal, thrives on driving clients to free agency for epic bidding wars. Think Ohtani's $700 million bonanza or Garrett Cole's $324 million Yankees pact. Imagine Boras whispering to Dodgers exec Andrew Friedman during the winter meetings, dangling Skubal while Tigers press Scott Harris plays coy. Is this a calculated setup to force Detroit's hand, flooding the market with rumors to pressure a trade and create a massive competitive imbalance? LA hoards the aces while mid-tier teams like Detroit crumble. And the Yankees? Cashman's open-minded stance on Chisholm feels like bait. Advertise the superstar to lure Bellinger, then yank him back if the price isn't right. Bowden's sources reveal the winter meetings were a hotbed of off-the-record chats, where GMs traded secrets like spies. Rhetorical question. Are these front offices colluding, rigging the game to keep the rich richer? What if the Dodgers' denials are just cover, a smokescreen for a July blockbuster? Conspiracy theorists on Twitter are already connecting dots. Boras' empire, the Dodgers' spending spree, the Yankees' pragmatism. This isn't random, it's 4D chess, a power play to steal talent before the season ignites. Wake up, fans, the game's rigged and Bowden's exposing the cracks. If this pans out, it's the end of parity as we know it. To really hammer home the insanity, let's compare this chaos to baseball's scandalous past, because patterns don't lie and this feels eerily familiar. Remember the Angels' Ohtani fiasco? They held on to their megastar, won bupkies and lost him for nothing in free agency. That's the Tigers' waking nightmare with Skubal, projected at $350 to $400 million over 10 years, blowing past Yamamoto's $325 million and Cole's $324 million. Bowden crunched the numbers with exponential equations, proving Skubal's value is off the charts. Elite stuff, durability concerns aside, he's a generational talent. Chisholm? He's channeling a young Ronald Acuna Jr., power, speed, versatility, but the Yankees are treating him like a rental, just like teams mishandled stars in the 2010s free agency explosion. Fast forward to the Blue Jays' near World Series win last year, where Mark Shapiro's now locking in extensions and eyeing Tucker or Bo Bichette to avoid the same heartbreak. This echoes the Astros' fire sales or the Dodgers' relentless poaching, stealing Yamamoto from Japan, now gunning for Skubal. Why now? The league's shifted to win now or bust, with agents like Boras turning players into billion-dollar commodities. Conspiracy alert. Is this the new playbook where big-market teams conspire to monopolize talent, leaving the AL East a bloodbath? Historical parallels scream yes. Think the Yankees' dynasty-building trades or the Red Sox's curse-breaking splurges. If Dodgers land Skubal, it's the ultimate heist, mirroring how they raided the Rays for stars. The outrage is justified because this imbalances everything. Let's get granular on the roster implications, because this isn't just about players, it's about depth charts, salaries, and the brutal math of modern baseball. For the Tigers, Skubal's the linchpin. Trade him and their championship window slams shut. A.J. Hinch told Bowden, "We're close to the World Series, but without Skubal it's not the same story. Their roster's solid, young arms, solid bats, but without the ace they regress to mediocrity." Salary dynamics? Bowden's projections. $400 million over 10 years is realistic, but negotiating pre-free agency? Slim with Boras steering the ship. Holding on risks bankruptcy if Skubal bolts. Trading nets prospects but kills contention. For the Yankees, Chisholm's versatility is priceless. Second or third base, speed for stolen bases, power for homers, but they're overloaded with lefties, Judge, Stanton, Rizzo. Adding Bellinger or Tucker balances it, but shipping Chisholm creates a gaping hole. Development concerns? Chisholm's a 2026 free agent. No extension means he's a one-year rental, his value peaking now. The Dodgers? Skubal slots as their number one, bolstering a staff that's already elite. This is a balancing act. Trade Skubal for future pieces, or gamble on extension. Bowden predicts Tigers hold until July, trading only if out of contention. For Yankees, Chisholm stays unless the right offer hits. Rhetorical question. What package could Detroit demand? Bowden says absurd, but in this market it's survival. The economics? Teams are desperate, willing to overpay or trade preemptively. Conspiracy twist. Are GMs using this to manipulate contracts, forcing extensions under duress? Time to geek out on the scouting report because stats are the language of truth but weaknesses? They reveal the cracks. Skubal, strengths? Mid-90s heat, a wipeout slider, over 40% whiff rate. Cy Young dominance, 2024 ERA 2.85, 228 Burmese shots in 180 innings. Projections? Hall of Famer, but durability's the Achilles heel, missed 20 games with shoulder strain. Weaknesses? Injury history could derail long-term deals. Chisholm, strengths? 31/31 in 2025, 4.2 WAR, OPS plus 152, elite speed, 30-plus steals annually, defensive wizardry. Projections? All-star every year, but strikeout rate up to 28%, power fluctuating. Weaknesses? Health, hamstring issues, consistency in high-pressure spots. For Dodgers, Skubal's a seamless fit, pairs with Yamamoto for an unhittable duo. Yankees without Chisholm? They'd miss his energy, but Bellinger adds righty mash. Scouting whispers from Bowden's sources. Chisholm's a complete player, but is he worth the gamble? Skubal's untouchable, yet offers persist. Conspiracy angle. Are teams scouting vulnerabilities to exploit, like Bora's leaking injury intel to force trades? The breakdowns scream high stakes, every stat a weapon in this war. Oh, the fallout is epic. Rival teams and fans are straight up losing their minds, and it's a beautiful, chaotic mess. Tigers fans are in full revolt. Trade Skubal? Over our dead bodies. Flooding social media with memes of Ilitch in handcuffs. Dodgers supporters? Salivating, tweeting wild theories about a secret handshake deal. Yankees diehards? Betrayed, calling Cashman a traitor. Chisholm's our spark. Media's erupting, ESPN's labeling it front office treason. Analysts debating on podcasts. Executives? Harris and Friedman denying furiously, but whispers persist. Blue Jays GM Mark Shapiro's grinning, prepping for Tucker grabs. Why the fury? This imbalances divisions. Dodgers stealing Skubal tips the NL West. Yankees trading Chisholm weakens the AL East. Rivals like Red Sox and Orioles are panicking, fearing a power vacuum. Fans? Reddit's a war zone, accusing GMs of collusion. Rhetorical question. How long until this sparks a league probe? The shockwaves are real. Every team's in crisis mode, and it's only February. Imagine the winter meetings. GMs huddled, plotting. This is outrage fuel. Zoom out, and this is revolutionary for 2026 and beyond, potentially reshaping free agency, trades, and the game's soul. Dodgers landing Skubal? Unbeatable World Series locks, free agency forever tilted. Yankees shipping Chisholm? AL East anarchy, Blue Jays ascending. Tigers holding? Glory shot, but financial doom if he leaves. League-wide. Parity shattered, big spenders hoard stars, mid-majors starve. Free agency balloons to $400 million plus. Bora's model reigns. This offseason's prologue, July's deadline could flip scripts. Conspiracy crescendo. Is MLB sanctioning super teams, killing competition? Economics dictate, win now or perish. The future? More chaos, less balance. Few baseball warriors, we've dissected this offseason Armageddon. From Tigers' terror to Yankees' betrayal, Dodgers' heist, and a league in flames. Bowden's bombshells lay bare the conspiracies, the imbalances, the sheer madness. But the million-dollar question. Does Skubal stay in Detroit or does LA claim him? Does Chisholm escape the Bronx? What do you think? Is this fair or a rigged farce? Drop your hot takes in the comments, smash like if you're hyped, subscribe for breakdowns, bell for alerts. Don't miss the July explosion. Baseball's wilder than ever, stay locked in.